God for my house parents. I thank God for school. I thank God for the girls. I thank God for my sisters. I thank God for our sunshine. I thank God for the rain. It's the best way. It's the only way for me. Growing God's way. It's the perfect way. It's the only way for me. Growing God's way. It's the best way. It's the only way for me. Growing God's way. It's the perfect way. It's the only way for me.
We come to visit you.
Fine, come on in.
Thank you. Come in. This is the family room of the J.D. Bills cottage. Mr. and Mrs. Bills built this cottage for our girls. The reason you don't see any girls here is because they're in school and they'll be home in a little while and then be on to our chapel after a while. But this is the family room. They enjoy it very much in here, and then we'll be going on to the rest of the house, and we'll see the bedrooms and the kitchen and the dining room and some of the other parts. This is one of the most important places in the cottage where everyone eats. We see Mom Brummett decorating a cake. We're thankful for all the good food that's provided for us day in and day out, year in and year out, and this Christmas is no exception. They have their own dining facilities, their own kitchen. This is more of a home-type environment. We stay away from dining halls and dormitories and things like that because we want them to be home. And this makes it much better. This is a much better approach to child care than more of the Army type like they used to have many years ago. And this is a better concept. And, every cottage is individual. If some of the children from one cottage want to go over to another cottage, they have to ring the doorbell. That's someone else's home. And we keep it that way. So we're just a little community out here. And we found that this is the best way to take care of children that can't stay at home. We have individualized bedrooms, and usually we have, in this particular cottage, we have two a bedroom in this one. In others, we have 4, but in the smaller girls. But as the girls get older, well, they really need more privacy. And so they have 2 to a bedroom, and they, of course, have their bulletin boards. They put up their pictures and trophies and whatever. It's just, this is where they live. This is the living room area of the J.D. Bills cottage, and they use this room a great deal too. It's a large room, and a lot of times this room plus the family room, they have dates or things like that. They play games or whatever. And it's very livable. Everything we have is livable, and I try to keep it that way. The furniture and other things that you see, most of it, it's all been donated to the home. So, and we're thankful for that. We have nice facilities, and we're thankful for it. I was told when I first started the children's home, you can have 2 types of homes. One, you can have a shoddy, shabby type home, and people feel sorry for you, and they contribute and try to help you along. Or you can have something nice and people love to invest in it. And so we wanted to take the latter. And we tried to have something nice, and we want our children to enjoy it. And so we've gone that route, and the Lord is blessed, and we're thankful for it. People have been very kind and have helped us for the last 20 years. We're inside the Ms. Lloyd M. Dolly Benson Youth Center, and this is the cafeteria. Hi, how you doing, pal? And this is the cafeteria part of it. This is where we come, all the school kids come to eat their dinner, and the staff comes and eats dinner here during the week. I think that we serve some of the best meals you find anywhere. As Audrey Horton is in charge of the cafeteria, and she and her ladies do a great job. Hi. A lot of the things that they're eating, such as the corn that we're going to have, we're having corn on the cob, and the different things we have, even some of the meat, some of the vegetables, we produce it here ourselves in our big garden. We have a 10-acre garden across the street. And Mr. Brown and his wife work in the garden, Thurman Brown, and we use a lot of fresh vegetables here in our cafeteria and in the home too. A lot of these children that in our school, there's a number of them that are from outside the home, and they come here and pay tuition to come. Some of them are missionaries' children, some of them are just other children within the community that want to have a Christian education, and they send them. But most of them are ours. The boys in the red, white, and blue are our starters, our main team. Welcome to our country store. I'd like to show you some of the products that we have here that we have to sell, and this helps the children's home. We try to help ourselves every way that we can. First of all, we sell about 5,000 smoked turkeys every Thanksgiving and Christmas, and this is one of our smoked turkeys here. We also sell year-round our smoked fryers, and folks have found them very delicious. We have the Rio Grande Children's Home whole hog country sausage. We have the hot and the mild, and this is the breakfast sausage. We also have the regular bacon, and not only the regular, but a lot of folks like it peppered, so we have the peppered bacon as well. Now, for those that have a real taste for Polish sausage, we have Polish sausage. And it's put up in this manner. We do a lot of deer processing here at the Children's Home. We'll probably do over 300 deer this year. And we make the deer into whatever the customer wants it. We make a lot of deer sausage. Here's one of our customers' deer sausage, just a little bit of it. We take it and we put it up, smoke it, and have it ready for them. So these are just a few of the things that we have that for sale, and then we've also worked it out where we have a fresh meat counter, and we have steaks and hamburger meat and whatever that you normally find in a meat market. So we do everything we can to help ourselves, and we'd like to invite you to come out and try some of our smoked products. Or we do custom slaughtering. If you have a calf or a cow or a hog or something that you'd like to have slaughtered, well, we'll kill it for you and cut it up, wrap it and freeze it just like you want it. Now, this is just another way that we try to do our best to help ourselves. Now, this is our sausage stuffer here. This is a young man that was raised here at the Children's Home, and he became permanent party, so to speak. He's on staff, and he's getting ready to put that sausage in links. That's the sausage stuffer, and he's getting ready to stuff it. I want to introduce to you Tony Gallagher, and he's going to tell you about a special project that we're working on.
Well, we're real happy to be out here today. Standing with me is Mr. Sebastian Gonzalez, who's a track foreman for the railroad here in the valley, and his men are out here right now laying, putting down the railroad ties, and they'll be laying the track this week. And by the first of the year, we'll have a caboose and a boxcar sitting out here. We're developing a railroad museum. Our original country store was one of the original train stations here in the valley. We'll be moving it out in this field, and because of the retired railroaders here in the valley that have gotten behind us, we will have a first-class railroad museum here before the winter is over. All of this, the track and the building that we have, the cars, are being donated. The cars came in from the Missouri Pacific, and we're most appreciative of them for helping us in this project.
We have a real strong 4-H program here at the Rio Grande Children's Home that we're real thankful for. 4 years ago, one of our girls won the Grand Champion steer at the Mercedes Livestock Show, and one of the other girls won the Reserve Champion steer. This year, we expect to do real well as well. We have some of the kids here now are grooming their calves and working on them. It gives them a lot of responsibility, and we think that it has a great deal of merit in it by teaching them that. They have to get up early. Many of them get down here 5:45 in the morning and work with them, and then get back up at the house about 7 o'clock for their breakfast. We are raising limousines. We had a dairy, and we sold out the dairy, and the money that we got from that, we bought some limousine cattle, full French limousine cattle. To use the money that had been donated to us for cattle, we wanted to keep it in cattle. And we have some real fine limousines. These right here are our limousine herd, a part of them. We have 10 altogether. And we had 2 of our heifers that went to the Dallas State Fair and won first and second in their division. Of course, we always have to add, to be honest about it, they were the only 2 in their class. But they were nice cattle, and we were proud of them. Have a couple of our Brahma heifers here that were donated to us. And we have hogs year before last. Out of 640 market hogs that were shown at the Mercedes show, our boy had the Grand Champion market hog, and he did very well. We now have our own hogs. We'll be raising our own show hogs from our own stock. We have some heifers, different types, but basically now then we're having our beef calves, and you see the kiddos working with them there. This is one of our greenhouses that we have just set up recently, and we're really proud of. We have 2 more just over to the west of us. We also are starting what we call his tropical gardens, and it's going to be a very beautiful thing, and we'll be using plants from here in there. We'll be selling these plants to the stores and different things. This gives our kiddos some jobs to do, teaches them responsibility, and it's also very helpful in a therapeutic way. I'd like to introduce to you at this time Mr. and Mrs. Dick Comfort. Mr. Comfort and Ms. Comfort have come to us, and they're working on the project and program, and we appreciate them very, very much. And looks like you really got things going strong here today.
Yeah, this cutting is only about 8 weeks old.
All right.
And, it's already developed a good, strong root system.
It surely does.
We'll take them out and put them in a bigger container, and then grow it on into a gallon plant. And we started with a cutting, and in probably 9 months, we'll have a sellable plant that will sell for probably $1.50, $1.75 wholesale.
Oh, that's great. Great. Well, here's another good potter down here. Okay. Okay, thank y'all very much. Doing a good job. This is another part of our nursery. Some of the boys over there are potting Washingtonia robusti palms. You can see the good job that they're doing over there. We have a lot of plants here that are just coming along very well. We had a large nursery donate many of these plants that you see, and we were very thankful for that. So things are really moving along in this area, and we feel like it's going to be very helpful not only to our kids as far as giving them jobs to do and learning how to do a trade and learning how to work with plants, but also as far as the home is concerned, as far as our finances are concerned. All right, I have one young man here. This is Billy Shepard. He's from Rio Hondo, Texas, and Billy Shepard was our Man of the Month last month. He was the Worker of the Month, and he did such a good job, and he earned that title, and we're very proud of him. Billy, we're proud of you.
Thank you.
For winning that award. God bless you. This is the area that we have our different poultry. We're real happy with the different types of breeds that we have because it gives our kiddos something to do, and they're real proud of the different types of poultry that we're raising. We have quail and pheasant and bannies and different types of things that we're raising to exhibit and also to sell. We have the different types of real fancy bannies, everything from the barred Plymouth Rocks, the Rhode Island Reds. We have some of the more larger breeds and the light Brahmas, silver-laced Wyandottes. Then we have some very interesting wild turkeys that come all the way from South Dakota. We have our Cochins and different types of Cochins. We have our Silkies, which are a very interesting bird. They look like they're just full of, and with silk all over them. We have our different types of pheasants. This is an endangered species of pheasant called the Swinhoe pheasant. We have a trio of them. We have the Lady Amherst. This is just a young pair here. Haven't got their colors yet, but they'll be getting them pretty soon. Then we have a pair of red ear pheasants. They're very beautiful. And then we have our ringneck pheasants, and I guess they're the most popular of all. We have around 200 ringneck pheasants, and we kill those and we sell them in our country store. And people really enjoy buying them. We raise Pharaoh quail and Wisconsin jumbo quail. We have those for sale in our country store from time to time. We have the silver pheasants, Chinese golden pheasants. And then we have a trio of beautiful peacocks. Have a cock and a couple of hens here, and we think they're real beautiful. We'll be building on in different areas here, making it bigger. We'll have more quail and more pheasants as the demand has been pretty great for them. And we really enjoy having our poultry.
Hello, my name is Ralph Hoynes, and the name of our group here is the Cornerstone Singers. And we've sang many concerts around the valley here and even across the nation. And, you know, whenever we sing, we have another member of our group that we like to hear sing a song for us. And we're going to ask him to come now. Buddy Owens, the executive director and founder of the Children's Home. And he has a song that we like to hear sing.
My life was empty without a glow. Then I let Jesus into my soul. Now I'm so happy, never feel low. Jesus put a yodel in my soul. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus set me free. Yodelee, 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 dee. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus set me free. Yodelee, 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 dee. Jesus put a yodel in my soul. He helped me give up my sinful way. Night and day I'm singing his praise. All is well in my heart, I know. Jesus put a yodel in my soul. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus set me free. Yodelee, 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 dee. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus set me free. Yodelee, 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 dee.
things about outdoors, and you learn a lot of things that you've never done before.
David has come a long way. In comparison to a normal 6-year-old, he is somewhat delayed, but he's not very far behind.
I'm glad that Jimmy learned this in Scouts, and I'm glad that since I wasn't there, he was able to take over and save my baby's life, because if nobody knew what to do, he would have been dead by now.
She's like an extra grandma. They're extra grandma because she's got such a tender way. She is quite a lady.
Merry Christmas.
From KGBT TV.